Welcome back again to Game On with Aaron Davis. We've got a sort of other Avengers team here, and an all-female lineup. We have America Chavez, She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, and Spider-Woman. Those of you old enough to remember the Marvel Action Hour, Iron Man, Fantastic Four cartoon, Spider-Woman was a regular feature on there. So it's cool for me to get a bit of more of a look at the character. This one actually, as a setup, they're all sort of really attack looking, really dynamically, like aggressively posed. There's a beatdown about to occur, I think. Okay, so let's bring in the cards. Right at the top here, we have Spider-Woman. So let's have a look at the miniature a little bit more closely. As ever, you got things you want to see, let me know. Sorry, this is having trouble focusing today. Maybe it's the size of the miniature. Sorry, 1 second. Just try. There we go. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. If you have different opinions or extra things you want to add on, or maybe you've played with some of the characters already and it's worked out how I said it would, or very differently to how I said it would, let me know. I'm really curious to hear about your own thoughts as well. Okay, let's jump into the cards for Spider-Woman. I'll just move it back a bit. Yeah, movement. So, I mean, the whole acidic webbing thing, superhuman agility, right? That's kind of a thing. Spycrafty. I don't know, maybe like poison tokens would be really cool. I've not actually looked at the tokens that come yet. You actually put a token on an enemy and it keeps damaging them over time. That could be quite cool. Movement heroic, double attack. Yeah, there we go. Move attack. Okay, so really going to be getting around the board. No problems getting around the board. We are only seeing one single symbol so far, so the power level may be lower on the specials, as we've seen previously. 1, 2, can't take any damage till the beginning of your next turn. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Particularly some of these villains are really nasty. Ronin, I think, comes to mind. The amount of damage they deal is crazy, so effects like this are definitely useful. Again, not all villains do damage as much. They're not that bothered about it, so it's going to be less powerful then. But yeah, so I would say circumstantial, so there's probably a bit of a negative tick next to that. Poison Blast. Choose to attack or delay the next villain turn by 1 card. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. I'm just sort of thinking the amount of times we've won literally on the last possible card that we could play. How many times would it have been more helpful to have one more crack at it? I've not actually played the base game too many times. I think that's really good. I like the flexibility. I think just having the 2 damage or the choice is always good, depending on your situation. But if you're in I suppose in the early game, this might be useful. Or if the board state's really bad, like all the locations are full, and you just want to get back on top of things, I would say that's probably when you'd go with delaying the villain card. Generally speaking, though, 2 attack is a lot. And if that was just damage on the villain, that could be the difference between winning or losing anyway. But I rate this. I like this. Okay, and there's 2 of those. Yeah, I like. I don't think the specials are particularly underpowered, given the only one single symbol, and the amount of movement she's got. I'd say one of the most flexible characters out there. Yeah, a really solid jack of all trades. So yeah, Spider-Woman naturally takes first place of the 4. She-Hulk. Let's have a look at the mini here. Oh, no idea why it's suddenly struggling to focus. It was great in the last couple of videos. Sorry about this, everybody. Let's try a bit further away. There we go. Yeah, I guess She-Hulk's one of those characters that will come up really nicely with some paint. Unfortunately, she does look quite generic. Without that, it could be difficult to know who this is if you don't know. So yeah, paint will be good there. Yeah, movement attack. I think it'd be cool if there was a card to do with her alter ego. That's one thing that's maybe not fully explored with these cards so far. Like slowing down the master plan legally through the system. I don't know. Otherwise, probably expecting to see a decent amount of attack. Move attack, attack, double attack, double attack. Okay, yeah, proved my point there. Heroic, double heroic. So is this another? No, there's two single symbols there. Transformation damage plus another damage for each transformation card in the storyline. Cool. So we're probably looking at all of these being the same, right? Yeah. Right. So she sort of gets more and more angry as it goes on. Yeah. Move +1, move +2, move +3, move +4. Yeah. Don't mess with She-Hulk. They seem really good. Oh, really good. I mean, you can't overestimate how important movement plus attack is. The number of games where that has been essentially pivotal. I would probably say she sneaks in front of Spider-Woman, even though I felt Spider-Woman was quite strong. Yeah, there's a big thumbs up for She-Hulk. Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. Yeah, of course, featured quite heavily in the recent video game. Oh, why aren't you focusing? Come on. There we go. You just have to talk nicely to technology, eh? I find. If you ask it nicely. No, that never works, but... that's cool. That's a traffic light. I hadn't realised that. People are going to have some fun painting that base, I think. Yeah. Transformation... Probably some more movement, lots of heroic actions, I guess. I'd like to see a few different special cards here. Maybe tokens to represent the... yeah. Move, attack, attack, double attack, move, heroic. 3 single symbols. That normally is a red flag for me in terms of what we could expect later on in the deck. Count all action symbols as wild this turn. Ooh. That's really good. And it's giving a wild to the next person as well. I like that. I guess that would count for tokens as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Miss Marvel, morphogenetics. Say that 10 times fast. Swap any number of cards from your hand with any of your face-up cards in the storyline. Wow, that completely negates this single symbol card, this single symbol card, this single symbol card. You just don't care anymore that you have single symbol cards. You just hold them in your hand and wait for the opportunity to swap them for bonkers things like that, or get your double wild back. Of course, you don't want to draw that in your starting hand. If you draw this and all your single symbols, it's a bit of a shame, but that seems really good to me. Yeah, really good. May target enemies in adjacent locations. See, this is the sort of thing that I was expecting from War Machine, being able to just spend the attacks in other locations without necessarily needing to be there. You don't need to get the symbols. You're just able to do it. I would say that this is weaker than a lot of other ones we've seen that just attack adjacent on face value. But when you consider the amount of times that you're just one space away from getting to the villain and dropping a heap of damage, this is actually pretty strong. And being able to split it, you could take out a couple of the stronger crisis cards, or crisis cards with health quite quickly with that. This set of 4 is seems like possibly the strongest I've looked at so far. I think she slots in ahead of She-Hulk, which is nuts. Spider-Woman shouldn't be last in a list, given what we've seen. Now, this isn't saying anything about the character, but I hope America Chavez is worse, just because it can't keep getting stronger. I actually know basically nothing about this character, so this is going to be an educational experience for me. If you have any cool information on America Chavez, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'd love to take a read. Something to do with teleporting through giant stars. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just reading from the artwork here. Move heroic. Move attacks, all same artwork, but attack, double heroic. So a couple of single symbols, not many. Bit of standard invulnerability, can't take damage. Yeah, I mean, these are useful, but I still don't think they're necessarily as powerful as you might think. Depending on the villain, of course, it all depends on the villain. Star Portal, double wild. Cool, having an extra double wild. So it does teleport through stars. Interesting. Having the extra double wild in the pocket is nice. Only showing the single symbol is a bit of a shame, but still nice. Maybe I'd have liked to have seen one of the wilds down the bottom. Maybe that's too strong, probably. 2 attack and then another attack. Yeah, I've seen better attack cards, but there's nothing wrong with this. She's fine. I don't think there's any inherent weakness with America Chavez, but the others do just seem significantly powerful when compared to what we've seen so far. So I think we're seeing Ms. Marvel at the front, narrowly ahead of She-Hulk and Spider-Woman, with America Chavez perhaps lagging slightly behind the others. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try and make another one. So until then, be good. Game on. Cheers.